Alex Higley with us here on the John Mendola Show. We're talking about the Holy Cross boys cross country team. Coach, we got a big group of guys over there. Talk about what it's like to be their coach.
It's a lot of fun. They work hard. They do everything together. You can tell they're a pretty close-knit group. They've been running together, a lot of these kids, for a few years since they're in junior high. And basically since July, they've been practicing with each other, running consistently, not just during practice, but outside of practice, like on our off days. And they, Andrew Higley's a good leader, and so he kind of rounds the group up together. But no, they definitely put the work in this season, and the district title was what they had their eyes on, and so everything was focused towards that the entire season.
Not easy to accomplish. I mean, there's just so many good teams here in northeastern Pennsylvania. You talk about putting your energy in and say, hey, we're going for gold. We're not settling for anything less. Yeah. And some years it happens, some years it might not, but it's nice to shoot for the top.
And they also went undefeated in the league, and that was one of their goals. And so that's not just with the single A schools, the small schools, but also every team in the Lackawanna League, whether it be AA or AAA. And we achieved that goal. They went undefeated, won the overall Lackawanna League title, as well as the district title. And so those two major goals they accomplished, and both of them are not easy feats. Definitely going undefeated is not an easy feat, because that means you have to be consistently perform well every single meet and be on top of your game each race, and they did that, and they stepped up to the competition.
You talk to coaches and athletes all the time, and like, hey, last year this kid was 6th, this year he was 26th, or last year he was 34th, this year he was 3rd. Talk about being able to handle some of the ups and downs with running. People don't realize that there's a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, and a lot of things come into play, like injuries, being sick. Sometimes you wake up and it's just not your day on a cross country. Those are tough, because if you work towards the district meet the entire season and you wake up on districts and you're not feeling it, they can be tough to perform that day like it happened all season. So, I mean, to bring everything together on the same day at the district meet and for everyone to perform well, I think is a good accomplishment. And it is tough, because you have 5 kids scoring. If one person's off, it can affect the entire team. So
you're dealing with an extra component. You got kids that there's parents are paying for their education.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got their faith, their education, and their athletics. So there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you're pretty pleased at being the head coach at Holy Cross.
Yeah, absolutely. And the biggest thing with, Holy Cross being a private Catholic school is that character has to come first. And that has to be the first component of a program, is kids, teaching them to have high character. So it's not just about winning and championships and that type of thing, but doing it with character, with class, representing the Holy Cross well is important, because you're wearing that Holy Cross on your jersey, on your sweatshirt, you're representing the school, and so that's really important with our program.
Much as you guys go after it, you go get it, practice, and meet. Nights like this where you're kind of, as you said, just kind of hanging out with the guys, and just seeing how they chat with each other, and just kind of, you get to see a different side of them.
Yeah, if you're around them for even a couple minutes, you can tell they're a really close-knit group. They hang out together outside of practice, outside of meets and all that. And I think that's important, because their chemistry is good, because it's a long season, and so if you get along well with each other, not just get along, but even if they're friends like they are, I think that helps, because everyone's going after the same thing, and so it's collective. Everything, they're all in it together. So
there's different sports, and there's a whole lot of different things that go in. So football coaches might have a bunch of coaches and time they're putting in the film, and then there's basketball or ice hockey or wrestling with a lot of tactical things. With cross country, most people, the general public, thinks that guy's just going to say, hey, go run a couple miles, come back, I'll see you in an hour. There is a lot to it. Their gear and how they train, what days they train, what they eat, what they take off. There's a lot of components to it.
Yeah, it's not just go out and run. It's very particular. The training program, what they're running on a certain day, what kind of workout we're doing, whether it be a track workout, track season, or a hill workout, cross country, something like that. That's all very organized and planned and has purpose. So it's not just go out and run 10 miles. The 10 miles has a purpose to it. It's not just we're doing 800 repeats today. Like, it has a purpose to it. There's a plan for the entire season. And staying on that plan is tough to do because things come into play like weather, injuries, and you do have to be flexible with it. But yeah, it is more complicated sport than maybe most people would realize, coaching at least.
Alex Higley, congratulations on wonderful success this season. And of course, we wish you the best of the state meet.
All right, thank you.